Hey everybody, this is Amy, just coming at you with us thinking about body systems, how we're meant to function, and getting to the root of problems as opposed to treating the symptoms. And you're like, what? Right? That's how I was when I first got oily a few years ago. People would talk about these things and I'd be like, you know what? They might as well be talking in Greek because I don't know what they're saying. And you know what? That's part of my passion in wanting to share this oil-infused goodness with other people because of just the difference it's been making in my life. So before I get started, my name's Amy, and this is the second video that we're doing for this group. So a little nervous, a little excited, and all the ready just to get going on this. But I want to make mention in the content of the post, I put links to two different other posts. One is Stacy's welcome video from yesterday. There's no requirement for you all to watch all the videos. I'm just saying, but she just did a really great job getting our mind set on wellness goals. And then she had us in that video, she asks us to share our goals. And you know what? I shared my goal. Hashtag every woman in America. I want to lose more weight. And then there's this thing called stress management. And oddly enough, in the poll that she did, where we want to hear from you guys. We want to know what you guys want to learn about. We have things that we want to be sharing with other people and teaching you guys, but it's like, we want to hear from you. So she did this poll, and that link is in the content descriptor as well. And just with ideas about areas that you guys want us to talk about. And guess what the top two? Weight loss and stress management. So I think we're all on the same page. So with that, hey Stacy, thanks for joining me today. With that, I want to kind of just get us thinking, do a little groundwork for us before, and as we continue to walk this journey together. Okay. We are here to help you. And as Stacy said, we can neither treat, diagnose, nor cure, but we can definitely share our testimonies, definitely share the benefits of the oils and the oil infused products, talk to you about a holistic lifestyle, talk to you about exercise, talk to you about all, whatever wellness things, mindsets, because our minds matter, and what our thoughts are, what we think, what we think about, we become. That's another story for another day. But what I want us thinking about is, let's face it, we are taught to treat our symptoms, right? We just are. So, you know what? When we have a headache, we pop the ibuprofen or the aspirin. Now, that being said, when you got a cut, you put a Band-Aid on. That's legit, okay? I'm just saying. But it's like, why aren't we thinking about like what's causing the headache? What's causing my back to have problems? What's like getting to the root of the problem instead of just chasing the symptoms? Instead of wanting a quick fix, getting to the root of the system to have to really work on bringing that function back into alignment, into how it is designed to work. And then having that be long-term sustainable, right? I was thinking about this when I was running an errand today. It actually was Marco Poloing somebody, because that's what we do these days, right? We Marco Polo everybody. And I got to thinking, it's like, if we continue to put Band-Aids on the issues that we have in life, what happens is we create a house of cards. And eventually we put a Band-Aid on top of a Band-Aid on top of a Band-Aid. And it's like creating this house of cards. It's not long-term sustainable. And eventually that house of cards will just implode on itself and collapse. Okay, kind of a hardcore example, but that's what was coming to my mind. I work in visuals, and that's what was coming to my mind. And so when we talk about oils, so one of the things that people, when I first got started, people would be like, well, I use this oil and it helped. I'd use that oil and I'd be like, I didn't have the same reaction to it. And so one of the things that we're going to be talking to you guys about is, two things we're going to be talking to you about is consistent use of these oils make a difference. So, I mean, think about it. When your doctor gives you an antibiotic, he says it takes 10 days, he or she says it takes 10 days for the, for the antibiotic to work. Or, take these pills and you're not going to notice a difference for 4 to 6 weeks. Yet we put an oil on and we think, oh, it's magically going to be better. Well, it is the consistent use of these oils, getting them into us, that's when it starts making the difference. I didn't realize that 3.5 years ago, or if I did hear it, it wasn't getting into my brain. I want to speak on this, and that is bioaccumulation. We're going to be talking, and Marine's going to talk a little bit about this tomorrow. We're going to talk about ditching the toxins. As we start, we hear that, we're like, okay, what does that mean? What does that look like? It's like, there are so many toxins that are in our products that we use, from body lotions to gels to makeup to all the things and things that we're using internally and externally in the household cleaners that we're using. And so when we have all of those chemicals coming at us and our body gets to a point where it can't get it out of our system fast enough, it collects. And it's in this thing called bioaccumulation. And so as the toxins bioaccumulate in our body, we aren't functioning at the level that we're supposed to be, and at an optimal level in which our body is designed to. And so I think that was also part of my deal when I started using these oils, because I'd be like, okay, this one works for me and this one works for me, but these other ones. But one of the things that I really worked on was one step at a time in this oil-infused wellness journey, and start ditching the chemicals out of my life and the toxins and the products out of my life one step at a time. And then getting my body flushed of the toxins in order for my body then to be able to react quicker to the oils, or even just starting to function at a level that it's designed to, right? And so, like I said, this is a 30,000 foot view of this. The posture of this group is about, us reaching that wellness, getting us above that wellness line. In doing so, we need to be foundational with you in getting you thinking about ditching the toxins and just about wellness, a holistic approach to our wellness. And so I'm going to look at my handy dandy notes. I want to make sure I've covered things that I've wanted to cover. Okay. I want to leave us with a couple resources. One is a free app called Think Dirty. I know, right? But you guys, you can scan your products in your homes, and then you can then see how they're rated. And then you can look up those chemicals at wherever you want, Google or whatever, and see just how disastrous they are for our bodies. And then there's another resource, and it's ewg.org. Both of those have very rating systems with regards to the products that you use. And so it's really powerful to see what we're using and the effects that it has on our bodies. So we wanted to leave you with a couple resources. And what we can do is, Stacy, would you mind putting that website in just one comment so people can click on that website and have easy access to it? And then the other one again is the Think Dirty app. And so, like I said, those are resources that we use. And like I said, we're going to be not just talking about ditching the toxins, although you hear us talking about that, but we'll be talking about some of these products you see here on my shelf. Whoops. Yep, you too can do a live video. Some of these products here on the shelf. These are some of the things that we're going to be talking to you over the next 90 days, all in the posture of a wellness lifestyle and helping you take one step at a time, realizing that, you know what, we possibly could do all of the changes in one day, but how long-term sustainable is that? So our posture is going to be about teaching us how to kick the toxins out the door one step at a time and do so without breaking the bank. And you know what? If you guys are like me, doing this in a community makes it so much more fun, right? So check out the couple links that I put in the content descriptor, and we would love to hear from you. And I am so excited to be hearing from Marine. Marine will be sharing tomorrow. And yes, she is my older sister. And yes, I will share her with you guys I share some things really well, but I don't want to share my sister, but I'll share my sister with you. But that being said, she's amazing. I've been learning from her all my life, and I will continue to. And so thanks everybody for your time today. And I am so geeked about this group. And I know Autumn and Maureen and Stacy and I, we have been working fast and furiously behind the scenes just to make sure that we are loving on you all well and bringing value to your life, because you matter to us. Thanks everybody.